In today's video, I have another thrift haul for you. And also I'm taking a couple of things that I have thrifted and I'm giving them a bit of a makeover that's real quick and easy. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Melissa. Let's go ahead and get into the haul. So for this haul, I went to Salvation Army, Goodwill, St. Vincent de Paul, and Restore, the usual, and picked up a few items. This one isn't as big as some of the ones in the past, but I still got some really good stuff. And also I am going to make over a piece that I got in this haul, as well as a piece that I got in the previous haul. So if you didn't see the previous haul, I'm gonna put a card up above wherever it shows up, so you can go watch it as well. But at the end of the video, so after the haul, make sure you stay so you can watch those makeovers. But let's go ahead and let me get into today's haul. This is one of the things that I'm gonna make over. I got this at St. Vincent de Paul and it was $3. So it's got the easel on the back with the string. So this is a really great find. From Goodwill, I got this. You know, I'm trying to rebuild my collection of copper molds. So I got this at Goodwill and I paid $3 for it. And this one's actually a little bit larger than the typical ones that I usually find. And this one has a really pretty flower motif on the front. So I was willing to pay $3 for it. So I got this from Goodwill. This is a little tray that I got from Goodwill, and this was a green ticket item, so I got it for half off. So I paid $1.50 for it. And it is a like ceramic piece, so it's a little heavier, and I'll probably give this one a bit of a makeover. Not in this video, but if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so that you can see when I make this one over. Go ahead and click the bell button so you don't miss it. But this one will probably get a makeover, but I paid $1.50 for it. Now this one, normally if I see these at Goodwill, I don't get them because usually they don't price them well. But this one was priced, I got it for half off. It was priced $2, but hello, these are from Dollar Tree. So you can get them for $1.25, but this one was half off, so I got it for $1. So it is better than getting it for $1.25 at Dollar Tree. So I did go ahead and get it because I do like making these over. When I make these over, they usually do sell in my vendor booth. So this one will get a makeover as well. I got this at Goodwill and it's 2 pieces. So this will go in my stash until fall. And I paid $3 for it. They'll be priced separately, so basically $1.50 each for these. And they're really pretty. They have beautiful fall colors. One is a little bit larger, clearly. So this will go in my fall stash for my vendor booth. Now, these I got from St. Vincent de Paul, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna go ahead and put them out or if I'm gonna wait till fall, but I only paid 50 cents for each of these. I'll probably keep them like they are. The last time I put an owl in my booth, I kept it as it was, and it was kind of this finish and it sold like it was. So I'll probably keep these like they are because they really are pretty. And they're little votive holders. So I got these for 50 cents each. I just love these. I think they're so pretty. Now, this is something that I got at St. Vincent de Paul. Paid 50 cents for it. It was a blue ticket. So I think it was 25% off, so whatever that is. But it has this writing on the front. Now I'm hoping that if I use nail polish remover, I can get the writing off. But if not, I'm only out, less than 50 cents. So it's not gonna be a big deal. But I have a large teapot. This is that enamelware. I have a large teapot and a small teapot in the same finish in my booth already. So I'm hoping that this will come off, but if not, I'm out less than 50 cents. So, you know, whatever. But anyway, so I got this. Now, if you didn't see my video last week, then you can go back and watch it, but a little synopsis. They had just put out a bunch of Christmas stuff and it didn't have prices. So the lady was just like giving me prices, really good prices. So I figured they would have surely put prices on the stuff that they had not had prices on. Well, they didn't. And it seemed like they had new stuff out. So I got this, and she scanned the 50-cent item that was also discounted. So I got this for 25% off of 50 cents. So I got this for less than 50 cents. Isn't he cute? So he'll go in my Christmas stash for my booth. This is, you can see the Y right here. And then on the inside, you can see the other two letters. I don't know where they are, but there's a J and a O. So when you put candles in them and light them and line them up properly, they glow J-O-Y. But there was no price on them. And they came from probably Hobby Lobby, but from 2009. And in 2009, they were marked $14.99. But I think she gave these to me for 50 cents, I think. I'll have to check my ticket, but I think she rang them up for 50 cents. So, great price on this. This was another one of those not priced Christmas items, and this is really cute. So this will go in my booth for next year, and pretty sure she gave this to me for 50 cents as well. So got a great price on this. I got this really pretty ashtray. I've noticed in the store where I have my booth, a lot of people have been coming in lately asking for ashtrays. So I don't know. I don't know if they're doing something with them, but anyway, you can't really see because there's a ticket on the bottom. Well, but there's that design on the bottom. It's really pretty. It's very heavy. So I got this for $2.25. I got this really pretty bell, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it because of the glare, but there's a really pretty design on there. And when I did a Google search, it pulled it up as like selling on, I don't know if it was eBay or whatever, for like $20. I got it for $1.25. Obviously, that doesn't mean they're gonna sell for $20, but for $1.25, I figure I would for sure make my money back. So I got that for $1.25. And then this little creamer pitcher, so cute. Love the shape of it. This will go in my booth. I think this was another one of those. There's no price on it. So she rang it up for less than 50 cents. I got this set from, I don't remember where I got this from because the tags don't look familiar. I don't remember where I got these from, but I paid $2 each for them. So I thought these were really cute. Very cottage core. So these will go in my booth. I'll clean them up real good, put them in my booth. I got this apple salt and pepper shaker set. I paid $3 at Goodwill. I typically don't like to pay more than $2, but these are in really good condition and I thought they were really pretty. So, and I had some apple salt and pepper shakers and they didn't last very long in my booth. So I figured I would get them, and they still have the plugs in them. So I got those. I got this little snowman figurine. It's a resin snowman, and I got it at Goodwill and I paid $2 for it. So I'm already stocking up on my Christmas stuff for next year. And I need more Easter stuff. So I got this really cute piggy, little rabbit piggy bank, and I paid $2 for it. Thought it was cute. So got a little piggy bank. I found this tray. It's a little wooden tray, and pretty sure it came from Target. It's got the Target tag on it, and they paid $5 at Target for it, and I paid $3 for it at Goodwill. I am definitely going to paint it and do something with it. So again, if you're not subscribed and you like thrift makeovers, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell button so you can see what I do with this little tray. Then, my son loves Star Wars, and they had this Star Wars trivia game at St. Vincent de Paul, and green tickets were half off, so I only paid like $1.12 for it. So I don't even know if all the pieces are in there, but I got it for him, so I'm gonna give him that. Also did want to make sure that I showed you these books that I got from Restore. I love finding these books, these Reader's Digest books. They're so pretty to use in your decor. So I got these for $1. These are 2 books that I got for my blind date with a book. And also, I wanted to show you this treasure. I found this up on the top shelf, and it is a Bible. And I started thumbing through it, and look at this. Look at these pages. And I got to the front. It's so worn. And I got to the front, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the date on this, it says it was a Christmas gift, and it was gifted in 1935. So this is a very old Bible, and this is definitely staying with me, but this is such a treasure. And then finally, I got this rocking chair for $5, and I'm gonna take the camera and show you a little bit closer. Here's the rocking chair, and it's in really good shape. It's not in perfect condition, but it's also not in terrible condition. The worst part of it is right here. There's a couple little areas that is missing some of the caning, but it's not in terrible shape. There's a little split right here, but it's not anything that, you know, is terrible. But I think it's really cute, and it's pretty small, so it's probably like a child size, but I paid $5 for it. And I'm not gonna do anything to it except clean it up. So that's my thrift haul. Now let's go ahead and get into some thrift makeovers. Now I do want to try to get off the C because I don't want any paint to come through, because I am going to paint it a light color. So I'm going to try to sand off the C. Okay, and clearly I can't sand and film at the same time. But anyway, now that I have that sanded off, I'm going to put some molds onto the board, and I'm going to use this ReDesign with Prima mold, and I want to put one at the bottom and at the top. So I'm just going to put this baking soda into the mold to keep it from sticking, and I'm going to use this air dry clay, and I roll it into my hand to kind of warm it up. I put it into the mold, and then I use my thumb to press it in and then press it outward to get it to where, you know, I get all the excess out, and then I just roll the mold out. And now I'm using some wood glue on the bottom, and then I attach it to the board. And I did the same thing for the top. Now I'm using the Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster, and I'm going to be extra careful around
the mold, because even though it is dry on there, it's still trying to set, so I don't want to mess up any of those details. But I am probably only going to have to do one coat since it is such a similar color to the existing color. So I'm just going to do one coat of the paint and then let that dry. Now that my paint is dry, I'm going to use a transfer. So I'm going to use this set that I got. It's a ReDesign with Prima set, and it is called Morning Farmhouse, and I got it off of Amazon. So I'll make sure that I put a link to it in the description box. Before I take the backing off, I want to make sure I have them placed kind of where I want them. Then I'm going to start with the little chicken, and I get him placed, but these transfers are really easy to use. You just take the backing off, place them where you want them, and you use the little stick that comes with each transfer set, and you use it to rub that transfer onto your project, and you just lift that little plastic piece off. After the transfer is set, you use the plastic piece to rub it onto your project just to make sure that your transfer is set into place really well. Now I want to put some black stripes up at the top. So I've already put some painter's tape up at the top. I'm going to use this Waverly chalk paint in the color ink, and I'm going to use this little dauber to daub the paint on. I don't want to brush it on because I want it to kind of have almost when I put it on, I want it to almost already have an aged look to it. So that's why I'm daubing it on with the sponge. And then after I finish getting the paint on, I will take the painter's tape off. Then I will put the tape on the side and do the paint on the side as well. Off camera, I used washi tape to space out for smaller lines for more black paint. And I just use my finger to apply that paint rather than use a brush. And then to finish this off with a little detail, I'm using some of that black paint on a dry brush just to get around the edges and also around the detail of the molds that I created. And that finishes this project off, except for the ceiling of the project. I don't want any of this black paint to smear, so I'm not gonna paint a sealer on. So I'm just gonna use this acrylic sealer in the matte finish, and this project will be finished. And this is how it turned out, and I think it turned out really pretty. I think the details of the black just look really pretty on the sides. I think the farmhouse chicken looks really pretty. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. Now for this, I'm definitely going to use my electric sander just to try to get this off as quickly as possible. I may have to go in some of the edges with them like manually, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get this blue sanded off the edges. Okay, I got off as much as I could, but I couldn't get it all off. So I'm just gonna have to go to plan B, and I'm gonna paint it And yeah, so we're gonna go to plan B. For the paint, I'm gonna use this Country Chic paint, and this is in the color Driftwood. I'm almost at the end of my paint, so I did have to add a little bit of water to it, but it does give really good coverage, and I only had to do 1.5 coats. Now that the paint has had time to dry real good, I'm gonna go ahead and put down a transfer, and this transfer is a ReDesign with Prima transfer, and it comes from the Morning Farmhouse set, and I will leave the link in the description box. Again, these transfers are really simple to use, especially these bigger ones. These bigger ones are really, because there are no like fine details to them, they just are much easier to go down. If you do find that you have pulled up too quickly and some of the transfer is still on that plastic piece, all you do is you just lay it back down on your project and you go back over it with that stick and you rub it some more until the transfer lays down onto the piece, and then you start lifting the plastic back up again. Once you have transferred all of the image onto your project, then you take that plastic piece, the vellum, and you just go over the image with that vellum, and that just ensures that that image is securely down onto the project. Now this is where I'm hoping it's gonna look like the stained wood. I'm gonna use this antique wax, but I put it in this little bowl and I diluted it with some water. I thinned it out really good, and I'm gonna go over the top of this, and then I'm gonna wipe it back with a shop towel, and hopefully this will give me that stained wood look. So basically all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go over the top with the diluted antique wax, and I'm gonna try to go across it with, you know, one full stroke across the top, and then I'm gonna take my shop towel and I'm gonna go across the whole thing in one stroke, and that is gonna and I'm not gonna wipe it away completely, because what this is gonna do is it's gonna kind of hopefully give me that sort of stained wood look. I did this one other time with something and it was kind of a happy accident, so I'm hoping I can replicate the look. And just to make sure that I get the color I want, I do end up going over this a second time with just a very light coat of this again, and just barely wiping back, but I do want to make sure I get that just the right color that I want. And with that, this project is finished. I think this turned out really great, and this is how I wanted it to turn out, so I'm really pleased. Let me know what you think in the comments. Before I end the video, I do want to share a Bible verse with you. This comes from 1 Peter 5:10, and it says, "And the God of all grace, who called you to his eternal glory in Christ, after you have suffered a little while, will himself restore you and make you strong, firm, and steadfast." Amen. I hope this blesses you in some way today. And I just want to thank you so much for stopping by and taking a little time to support my channel. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're new here, I hope that you will stick around. If you like thrift flips, thrift hauls, home decor, then go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the bell button so you don't miss any of my videos. And also, don't forget, when you give this video a thumbs up, it does help me out with YouTube. And if you want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and click the boxes you see on the screen right now. And I'll see you next time. Bye.